kids, an ex-husband, and a job, a man has to take what's left. And he doesn't even, and usually if you had 2 kids, at least they're mine. All the time you're putting into other things, that's time you're not investing in me, in mine. Men are territorial. This is why men listen to this and they're like, no, 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 no. Hey, how are you doing, man? How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. How old are you?
35.
35. Okay. What do you think about the topic? Share or no share?
No. Well, especially if you're talking about sharing sexually, absolutely not. There's more involved. I have 2 children.
Are you married or are you single?
I'm widowed.
Sorry to hear that. Yeah, sexually. Yeah. I mean, I'm not trying to be funny, ladies, but if you guys would just take the time to go study how humans work, you'd understand that you don't get 7 billion people on the planet with monogamy. You get, man, ladies, listen, when have the top 20%, 10%, 5% of any culture of men ever been strictly monogamous and had only one wife? Ever in history, any continent, any monetary system, any system of government, when does it ever happen? That was the norm. So what you ladies are sitting here with this almost like righteous indignation.
I wouldn't necessarily.
Then what do you propose? So if you don't want to share, okay, let's take it your way. How old is your youngest child?
Mine's 7.
Okay. So would you like to remarry?
Absolutely. One day.
Are you employed?
Yes.
So arguably, a man has your 2 children, your 1 job, and you. So he's sharing you with 3 things right now. You got any pets?
Yes.
What do you have?
Golden Retriever.
So a man comes, hey, buddy. So if I come through the door and want to holler at you, automatically, I can't get you. You're 40 hours a week. You got to put that in.
But he has 40 hours as well, right? So it kind of washes out.
That's fine. That's why I said. But here's the thing. That's true.
Okay.
But
washes out.
Hold on. Because I'm going to with my 40. See, my 40 ends up making sure you don't have to work 40.
Period. Well, then he gets my 40.
No, see, let me do what I'm going to do. You're 40. Make sure you can maintain what you have. My 60, make sure you don't have to work anything but 20, going to 0. Because that's what the kind of men I'm talking about. Men who put the time in. I work more, but let's keep it moving. But even if it's just 40, that washes out, right? But then you got 1, 2 kids. And those kids require time.
And this is a single man with no children?
Most men
that means I have to deal with his mama.
Excuse me?
Then I'm probably going to have to deal with his mama if he's a single man and older than me, because that's what I would want. Then I would have to share with his mother, no?
But now she's married, right? I mean, if she got some shit going on, why would you have to share?
We're doing this mathematically, right?
Okay, man, you just asked about single and no children. I said most men don't have kids, and then you automatically make your mama's boy. That ain't how that works.
No, okay, I'm trying to figure out what man we're talking about.
What I want you ladies to understand is every time I start talking about something, you start talking about things to disqualify men. Let's talk about thorough men. Thorough men who have it together.
Great.
Can we do that?
Yeah.
So you got to do about his shit. He still got to share you with your 1, 2 kids.
Okay.
All right. So does he get 100% of your time? Because after his 40 hours, then why should you get 100% of his commitment?
Because he has, well, it depends. Because, I come from a Christian value. So usually you don't, especially sexually. That's why I asked you about that, because if you're going to share somebody with someone sexually,
I've been in church since 5 years old. Been over 3 singles ministries. You can go Old Testament and New Testament. We can go straight back to Abraham and Sarah. Don't do that. Don't do
okay.
that.
Well,
The Bible is
okay. Let's go another route.
the Bible is the biggest poly argument that I have. So if you want to go Christianity, game over. You just
No,
lost.
let's keep this mathematical.
No. David and Bathsheba, that man killed. Come on, man.
Okay.
Solomon had how many wives?
Oh, I have to meet up with my partner. So.
Okay, have a good one, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Bye.
Nice.
Man, this is a feelings-based argument for you. So I'm saying the jobs wash. You can't give me 100% of your available time, but you get 100% of my commitment. Make the math make sense.
Okay. 100% of your commitment.
Let's say you get off work at 5 o'clock, and I want to see you at 7 every day. I can't get that because you got to put time in with your kids. As soon as I'm going to get you is after the kids are squared away.
Okay, granted.
All right, but the time, so that means where did that time come from? My time.
So you're saying while you have your time, you want to be entertained with another female.
I'm saying that you are putting investment into other people. I can put investment into other people as well.
And then bring back
okay,
some
ma'am,
shit.
okay, ma'am, think about what I'm saying. You're having other investments with people. I'm just sitting alone waiting for my turn.
I mean, if you feel like that, if a man feels like he's got to be alone and waiting for your turn, then that's
okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
He's not the man for me. There's women that are okay with that, obviously.
See, instead of just answering the question and saying, yeah, that is kind of fucked up, you're still going to try to turn it around to some man. See, what I want you to understand is
each their own.
A man typically does, when a man comes to get a woman, that's a woman, especially if we're going to talk about Christians. God gave his instructions to Adam. We're supposed to be in our purpose. That's what we're supposed to be doing. And you're supposed to come along and help us on our purpose to tend the garden. But the way this works, I'm coming to tend your garden.
Okay. But now with my being me, I would attend back to the same garden because I am a giver, a pleaser, and a provider.
Fine. That's what you're supposed to do. That's what you're supposed to do in my garden. You're supposed to do everything you just said in my garden. In my garden. In my garden. With my seeds, my soil, not yours, mine. So everything you're going to do, you're supposed to do anyway. It's not over and above. I'm supposed to get that anyway.
Okay. Anyways.
Anyway.
So,
so stop the math. My garden, you're going to be a giver or pleaser. And you're supposed to do that, helping me in my garden on my purpose. But now the way it is right now, you already have a garden to tend to. So I got a garden over here that requires your presence, but you can't because you're investing in your garden and your project.
One big garden.
No, that's another man's seed. That's another man's garden. How are your children an asset to me? They don't have my name. They don't have my lineage. They don't have my DNA. They just get my resources. They just get my food, fertilizer. I don't get the benefit of their bounty. That's why that's why I said I want you guys to understand that women are so detached from reality today that this argument was originally about women, single women with no kids, but the women with kids expect no, but it doesn't matter because 80 years ago, if you're a woman with kids, you would have been happy, assuming you'd have been cool with somebody just considering even being with you. Because you're supposed to be off the market till you die. That's what it's supposed to be. But now mothers are like, no. You get me. I have my prior commitments, and you can have whatever portion of my time that's left. I'll give it to you because you're still gonna have time for yourself. So a man gets a part of your free time. But he's supposed to give you 100% of his commitment. Is that
I wouldn't say
is that fair?
100%. I wouldn't want 100% to be honest at this
No,
age.
ma'am,
But
from a
if
time
you're talking about
standpoint,
commitment or just plain cheating or being with somebody else,
that's
like you're
not cheating.
really
You
putting
know
your
I'm.
stuff
It
in
ain't cheating,
somebody
ma'am.
else,
You
and then
know I'm
you
going.
are risking the
It's
chance
not
of
cheating.
you
You know I'm going to.
bringing
It's not
something
cheating.
back.
That's not cheating. You know I'm going to sleep with somebody else. I tell you.
Then we
You got
wouldn't
her
be in a
name and phone
relationship.
number. So while you're tutoring your kids, I'm bending her ass over the couch. You know what I'm
So
doing.
then that's not 100%. That's not
It's
100% of the
100% of what
commitment.
they got
And
left because
then
you ain't
you
giving me
risk of
100% of
bringing back
you.
some
And
disease and some
this is the reason
nastiness.
I want you to understand.
No,
And that's what I want you to say. I want
absolutely
you to
not
understand.
a
This is a
mistake.
Christian, y'all. This is what I want you to
That's not
understand. That Christianity stuff. That's what
nastiness.
audience. That's what I want your audience. All I tell you is all you have to do to get the truth out of a woman is to trigger her. You understand when she came through the doors talking about Christian beliefs. Here it
I
is.
am still always Christian. I didn't say I was perfect. I
Okay,
said I'm
but I want you
Christian.
guys to understand. This is an old position. You really want the truth, trigger them, and then the truth comes out.
Yeah,
Man,
what's the truth?
the truth is you're unrealistic and selfish because
Oh
you.
wait,
Excuse me.
let's tell me how I'm
Don't tell me
selfish.
to. Don't tell me to
Tell
wait.
me how I'm selfish.
No.
Tell
See
me how I'm
what you're gonna
selfish.
do. Well, it's not what shit's gonna happen over here. You may run shit over there, but not over here. I run shit over
Sir,
here.
I
You're
am
just
listening
here.
respectfully
You're
and
just
actually agree
here.
with what
You're
you
just
say.
here.
I
And
just
the
want to
problem
have a
is you're losing the
conversation with you.
argument.
Tell
You're
me.
losing the argument. You're losing the argument. So what you're trying to do is overtalk, and they're not gonna make you do any better. Ma'am, at the end of the day, let's cool it down. But the bottom line is this, ma'am, you're a working woman with 2 kids. You have
Mhm.
very little free time after your children.
Okay.
Okay? Then that time after your children and your pet, the time that you have left, 100% of it is not going to go to any man. You need some time alone. So how much of your time, how much of your day, in a 24-hour day, how much of a day can a man expect to get from you? Think about it, reasonably.
If he's worth it, I'll make
Man,
priority over.
no, man. See, I want you to
I
understand.
mean, but then again,
Audience, I
my
want you to understand.
situation is
Every time I
different.
ask a question, they always go
Then
to
your question is
disqualify the man.
honestly
I
for a single
said that a man
person.
that's thorough and about his business. Stop with the disqualification of men. Can you at
But it's a
least do
case
that?
by
Ma'am,
case.
stop with the disqualification. I'm not going to play that. I don't, if he's thorough and he's this, why would you be dealing with him if he ain't worth it?
Vice versa.
That's not the question. Answer the question, or I'm going to have to bid you a good evening. Man,
So,
it's a very simple
go ahead
question.
and tell me the question again. Go ahead.
How much of your time in a 24-hour day, how much of your time can your man expect to get after your work, your children, your pet, your downtime?
You want a percentage or actual hours?
How many hours do you sleep?
6.
6 hours. So there's 18 left. You work an 8-hour day, that's 14.
14. The kids usually go to sleep pretty early. So
What time
yeah.
is that? What time is
And
that?
I can, what time do they go to sleep? 8.
8 o'clock in the summer?
No, sir. 8 o'clock every day of the week. And maybe summers they'll stay up later.
How old is your youngest, man?
7.
No. No, kids don't. 9 o'clock is 9 o'clock. I would believe 8 o'clock, not especially not in the summertime. I've had kids, man. It's not reasonable. Kids don't are
I
typically in
have
bed,
to.
ma'am.
You're arguing me about my
Kids aren't in
kids
bed.
going to sleep
Kids
by
aren't
a
in bed.
certain time?
Kids aren't in
This
bed.
is
But
not
here's
even
the
a
man.
valid
You
argument.
got the little hour. You got the hour. Then how much time, now, man? How much?
Let's see here. 5 hours a day, 20 hours a
No, 5 hours.
week.
No, 5 hours. No. 14 of your hours are working and sleep. Or actually, 8 hours working. And you got.
They go to sleep at 8. I can stay up until 1.
Excuse me. Do you have to? I'm asking a question. Do you have to commute to work?
Yes.
How far is your commute?
5 minutes.
Okay. So you still have the fact. So you still have 8 hour day. Good commute. Then your kids. You said they're in bed by 8 o'clock. Okay. Now, if I have a job, I can't be up till 1 o'clock. I got to be productive too. So productive men are typically in bed by 11 o'clock.
Okay. I'll be tucking them in.
So at best, if I'm at your house at 8 o'clock, We have 2 hours before I got to go back home. 2 hours a day I give you.
That's all you can give me? 2
Oh,
hours?
man, I got
I
my,
mean,
we don't live together.
so he
We don't
doesn't
li-
give
listen to the
100%.
math, ma'am, listen
I
to the
wouldn't
math.
go 100%.
Listen to the math. Listen to the math. At 8 o'clock, your kid's in bed. If I'm show up at 8 o'clock on the dot, I got to be in bed at 11 because I got to be productive, remember? Actually, I got to be in bed before that because I work more. But bottom line, from 8 to 10, that's 2 hours maximum. 2 hours. And I got to come to your house. You're not coming to my house because your kids are in bed, right? So at best, I got to come see you and get 2 hours with you Monday through Friday, or Monday through Thursday. On the weekends, if I believe you, the kids are in bed, sleep at 8 o'clock on Friday and Saturday night. First time I've heard that in American history in the last 20 years, but okay. At best, I get you 2 hours a day.
Okay.
Okay, but then you get 100% of my fidelity.
Yes, sir.
And that's what I want you to understand, guys. It doesn't matter
And
how great
that makes
my
me
critics and
selfish.
detractors. I want you to understand it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you use facts, data, statistics, logic. If it runs counter to their feelings, it gets rejected and it gets dismissed as being invalid. And this is why
What's invalid? It's
because
good.
I get 2 hours of your time, and that's fair. That's fair. Other than saying so, and you have a son.
Yes, sir.
So if your son happened to choose to deal with a woman with a child, you'd say, yes, son, that's a fair deal. That's a good deal. You get 2 hours a day with her, and she's got her work, her job, her kids, her dog. And actually, you don't even get 2 hours because you still need downtime. You still need downtime to get to walk the dog. You don't even get that. So 2 hours is very limited. You'd say, yes, son, I raised you to be a solid, thorough man. Yes, you should only get 2 hours from a woman for 100% of your commitment. And you got to be a thorough Christian man, be able to protect and provide. Because if you want to get married, he would have to do those things, right?
Absolutely.
You can't
Now,
make this shit up. You've been great. You've been great because honestly, man, this is what women really think.
oh, see, listen, you're hilarious because I agree with. I actually just started following you like 2 weeks ago, and I agree with everything you say. I am more than submissive to my man. I was like, at the same time, I am Latina, so I am a little dominant. But however, I believe in catering to your man all the way.
Latina,
And,
that does not that means. That's not
no,
what that means.
I'm just saying I am. My mom raised us to serve a
Yeah,
man.
what I'm saying is I can't just let you say I'm Latina. That's not what that means. Maybe your family, but not. I know many Latina women that aren't dominant.
Oh, yes, you're right. There are very submissive ones. Okay, I understand what you're saying. However, then I am very submissive to a man usually. With that said, in a relationship, I mean, it's each their own, correct? I mean, if a man came up to me and said, "Listen, I want an open relationship," and he was such a great man and great provider, and I didn't have to work anymore and all that, I might want to say I'll consider it, but to be honest, in my thought process, I want to grow old with someone, right? Because I don't want to do that to my kids. So I want to grow old with a man that I love, and I know that I share that commitment, that trust, and that connection. That's not something I'm sharing with someone else.
Yeah, but he has to share you with
I'm
everything.
older. Like, if I was
Excuse me,
younger, then yeah.
ma'am. But he has to share you with your life. And he has to give you everything that he is, and he has to be a provider and everything else. And see, what you basically just described, people, was
He doesn't have
conditional.
to be a
Excuse
provider.
me, I let you speak.
At least not in my
I let you
situation.
speak. Don't, please, I let you go on interrupted. Thank you. What you basically described is what we call conditional femininity. If a man can do X, Y, Z, and make it comfortable enough for me, then I can be a submissive woman. I can be feminine and cater. But if I have to do what I'm doing now, then you get what's left. It's modern woman, man. It's modern Christian feminist. And here's the thing, man. Here's the uncomfortable sobering reality. And I don't want you to take offense to this because it's not personal. But
That's
you can want whatever you want. How
true.
tall are you?
How tall am I? 5'7".
Dress size?
Dress size? 10.
On the open sexual marketplace,
Okay.
you don't have enough to demand the price you're asking for the kind of
Understood.
thing you're talking about.
Oh, I know. I need to lose weight. I
No,
know.
no, no. It's not just it's not even the way, it's the attitude. And I want you to understand the kind of man you're talking about is an above average man. Okay? Okay. So that man has far more women as options than you. And he does not have to get with a woman who is only going to give him a couple of hours. He can get the younger, childless, Latina, submissive version of you who is all about that life. He doesn't have to take your deal. And this is what I need a lot of you ladies to understand. You talk to one another and it sounds good to your ego and your sense of empowerment, but men are like, yeah, I can't make those. The kind of men you want, they're like, man, please.
I want a daddy. I want an older man that has kids already. I don't want a pedophile that is probably just, I mean, let me not say that, but I want someone who's on my level or higher, as in mentally, spiritually, and can connect as a parent as well. Because if you're not a parent, you don't know what I'm going through. If you know what I'm saying? If you're not older.
The man that's up here, I need you to understand what I'm about to say in the spirit of it, okay?
Okay.
We don't give a fuck about what you're going through when he's up here. You need to be on his page, his garden, not yours. See, it's all about you. It's all about you want a daddy, you want this. And I'm saying, do you not realize that you're dealing with bona fide, solid, fit, feminine, friendly, cooperative, submissive, childless women who are sitting back saying, this is my competition? Oh, they're loving it. It's like,
And then you get Amber Heard.
the man you want has a beautiful woman sitting on his lap and they're laughing at this. And now you can say, he's a dirty old man, he's a pedophile. You could be right and alone. Because
no,
what
you
I'm
get Amber
saying
Heard.
is, man, you don't have the kind of sexual marketplace buying power for the kind of man you want. I didn't say you don't have enough for any man. I said for
I'll
the man.
disagree, but okay.
Excuse me?
I said I'll disagree, but okay.
Okay, well, I got hundreds of thousands of men on my side. You got an opinion. I do this every day. I'm not trying to be funny, man, but I'm just saying.
I'm not trying to be funny either.
You ladies come through and you talk like you often talk like y'all can make this world happen. Man, do you have today any men who fit the caliber and criteria of a man that you would submit to, admire, and marry, who are actively vetting you to be a wife?
If I was open to letting them, yeah, but I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet. I'm still grieving.
So in other words, you have.
I have.
So you have.
Worthy men
So what I want
trying
you,
to
I
talk to
want you
me.
to understand. She's such a cold chick that she has in the on deck circle. How many of these men? 1, 2, 3. How many?
I prefer not to say, but I don't really entertain it, so I don't know the number.
Yeah, so she has multiple above average men, higher value men sitting in the on deck circle, just waiting. Woo.
I want to be like you.
This is amazing. And man, I don't know if you're just the way you're coming across, man, the faces you're making, I'm just like.
Well, I'm animated. I'm not gonna lie. I'm animated, so I mean.
The thing is, there's no humbleness in you women. Y'all are some of the most
No
arrogant.
humbleness?
No, I mean, the way you're coming across is
Honestly, I
like
don't
you're
even
just
know.
a
I'm
shit.
one of the most humble
Like
people
you're
you
just
probably
a shit. And
to
I'm
be
like,
honest.
wow, man. But here's the funny thing: when I get off to these calls, I get the emails and DMs, in the tears, man. Y'all, what I've noticed with modern women is y'all are really good at maintaining faith. Y'all are really good at front. Y'all are really good at making yourselves look good. Because you look at yourself on social media, and y'all are really good at playing a role, but behind the scenes, you don't have results. I'm not saying you, I'm saying modern women.
I'm broken. I need therapy. I'm broken as hell. I mean,
So
I
if
know
that's
that.
the case, man, why would a man that's up there need to have a woman that's already broken? See,
I'll be
that lowers your
fixed.
value
I'm
too,
not at that
man.
season yet.
The
I'm
man.
not at
I
that
want you to
season.
understand, 1528, this is what I want you to understand. This is the market. This is why I'm gonna be honest, and I'm gonna
Oh,
take
yeah.
it away from you. I'm gonna take it
Well,
away from
I've
you.
been out of
I'm
the
taking it away
market for
from you.
17 years.
I'm gonna take it away from you. The
I don't
kind of
know.
men
I'm just getting
you
back.
can overtalk me, and I'm trying to. The kind of men that women really want, they build barriers and systems and things to keep themselves away from even interacting or engaging with women at this level. Because what men ultimately want at all levels is peace.
Okay.
And one thing
Yes.
this interaction has not been and is shown is being with you is not a peaceful thing.
We on the show, baby. I'm putting.
Okay, yeah, we're on the show. It's
No,
yeah,
it's
of
funny.
course it is. Of course. Have a good